Tourists stranded and trapped in Langkawi cable car incident. $330 kilos of methamphetamine seized in Adelaide. Hello and good afternoon. I'm Mohana Priya. Welcome to News on 2. The Langkawi Skycab service has been fully restored following a technical glitch which caused over 1,000 tourists, including its staff, to be stranded at the peak of Gunung Mat Cincang, while several others were trapped inside the cable cars last night. Its managing company, Panorama Langkawi Sdn Bhd, in a statement said those stranded were successfully brought down in stages from 11 p.m. Kedah Fire and Rescue Department Public Relations Officer Muhammad Mustaqim Mukhtar said a team of firemen from the Pasiaran Putra rushed to the scene after receiving a distress call at 6:50 p.m. A total of 201 passengers and 36 personnel were stranded in the middle station, while 750 passengers and 42 personnel were stranded at the base station. The cable car service will be halted for half a day for maintenance and service work today. Deputy Prime Minister Datuk Seri Dr. Ahmad Zahid Hamidi will seek the consent of the Sultan of Perak, Sultan Nazrin Shah, to establish a Bagan Datuk District Council aimed at developing the district. He added that he will ensure the development is realised before stepping down as the district's Member of Parliament.
Sebelum saya berhenti kepada ahli parlimen, saya ingin memajukan Bagan Datuk. Saya ingin membangunkan Bagan Datuk. Saya ingin bangunkan bagan-bagan. Saya ingin bangunkan semua pekan-pekan kecil Bagan Datuk untuk anak-anak Bagan Datuk.
Bagan Datuk was declared as the 12th district in Perak and is currently under the administration of the Teluk Intan City Council. Datuk Seri Dr. Ahmad Zahid said this after attending the Bagan Datuk Parliamentary Constituency Fiesta Gongsi Facai at the Simpang Empat Commercial Centre in Bagan Datuk, Perak. The event was also attended by his wife Datin Sri Hamidah Khamis, Chinese Ambassador to Malaysia Bai Tian, Perak MCA Chairman Datuk Dr. Ma Hang Soon, and 5,000 people from the local community. Meanwhile, at another event, Datuk Seri Dr. Ahmad Zahid said that the Malay community should put aside all political differences by using the teachings of Islam as the basis of the unification of the Ummah.
Oleh itu, Islam dan Melayu di Malaysia ini tidak boleh dipisahkan. Sebagai satu entiti, kesatu paduan di kalangan kita. Maka saya meneliti sepatah perkataan dalam lontaran ucapan Ustaz Agus yang amat saya fahami, amat saya sanjungi. Jika inilah sikap yang ada kepada agamawan di negara ini dan sikap ini merupakan satu acuan yang diikuti, maka perbuatan umat tidak akan pernah ada permasalahannya.
The Deputy Premier said this at the Mahabah Samara event held at the Sekolah Menengah Agama Ma'ad Al-Islah, Parit 17A, Sungai Lampam, Teluk Intan, Perak. Datuk Seri Dr. Ahmad Zahid also announced an allocation of 680,000 ringgit to be used to improve the school's infrastructure. The body of a 46-day-old baby whose death may be linked to suspected abuse from family members in their home in Kampung Tok Panjang, Bukit Tengah, is still at the forensic unit of Hospital Seberang Jaya. Seberang Perai Tengah District Police Chief ACP Nik Ros Azhan Nik Abdul Hamid said this is because the dental experts want to run examinations on the bite marks found on the cheek and several body parts of baby Nurul Ain Umairah Muhammad Firdaus. According to ACP Nik Ros Azhan, dental experts have informed police that they would be carrying out examinations and tests on the bite marks found on the baby today. Meanwhile, related examinations and tests will be conducted on the victim's parents to ascertain the individual who bit the baby. Nurul Ain Umairah passed away at 10:45 a.m. on Thursday on the Wade Hospital. Based on post-mortem report, she died due to brain hemorrhage. Various bruises, injuries and scratches were also found on the victim. Following this, police have remanded the suspect's parents for 7 days to facilitate investigation under Section 31, subsection 1A of the Child Act 2001. ACP Nick Rose Azhan said, as the investigation is ongoing, several individuals will be called upon to give their statements from time to time. A special department needs to be established to plan, enforce, strategize and implement water safety and drowning prevention measures. This follows the frequent fatal drowning cases involving children and adolescents, particularly during the school holidays in recent years. The Water Activities Safety Council member Tan Sri Lee Lam Thai said that besides intensifying awareness campaigns, the authorities and parents must play their part. He said the government should direct all local authorities who have jurisdiction over the water activities to carry out drowning prevention measures. These include regular safety audits in water activity areas, adequate warning signage of danger zones, and fencing up abandoned mining ponds. Tan Sri Lee is of the opinion that existing laws should be amended to empower the rescuers to take action against those who do not heed warnings. In addition, he commented that the public needs to understand and heed warnings from the authorities. For example, he said a white flag flying from a lifeguard tower signals safe sea conditions, while a red flag warns all to stay away from water. On average, about 700 cases of fatal drownings were reported nationwide each year, equivalent to almost 2 deaths per day. Timor Laut District Police are now on the lookout for a suspect who kicked an elderly man while riding a motorcycle around Gurney Drive vicinity on Saturday. The incident, which occurred at about 3 p.m., caused the 60-year-old man to suffer several injuries and chest pain. Timor Laut District Police Chief ACP Anwar Omar said the victim was riding a motorcycle alone on his way home from the mosque when another motorcyclist overtook him and kicked him, causing the victim to fall. The victim is currently receiving treatment at a hospital and is reportedly in stable condition. According to ACP Anwar Omar, the victim's son lodged a report at Jalan Patani Police Station at 5 p.m. yesterday. Meanwhile, a civilian video recording of the incident has since gone viral on social media sites. Police are currently checking the registration number of the suspect's motorcycle and urged anyone who has information about the incident to come forward to assist the investigation. A Form 4 student died when the motorcycle he was riding crashed into a car at the Cheneh Baru shortcut heading towards Felda Neram Satu, Kemaman, Terengganu yesterday. The victim has been identified as Muhammad Afiq Iskandar Aziza from Sekolah Menengah Kebangsaan Cheneh Baru. The victim's motorcycle was believed to have crashed into a Myvi before he was flung about 10 meters to the right side of the road shoulder and died at the scene following serious injuries to his body and head. However, none of the 5 people in the car were injured. Kemaman District Police Chief Superintendent Muhammad Said Ibrahim, who confirmed the incident, said that the case will be investigated under Section 41, subsection 1 of the Road Transport Act 1987. The victim's body was sent to the Kemaman Hospital Forensics Unit for a post-mortem before being claimed by his father. Meanwhile, a motorcyclist was killed in an accident that occurred along kilometre 63.3 of the North-South Highway while he was travelling home to Johor Bahru yesterday. The victim, 21-year-old Zaiful Fahri Abidin, died at the scene. Kluang District Police Chief ACP Muhammad Laham said during the 6 p.m. incident, the victim was heading from Malacca towards Johor Bahru. However, he lost control and crashed into a road divider on the left side of the road. The victim was confirmed dead on the spot and was later taken to hospital in Encik Besar Hajah Kalsum Kluang for post-mortem. According to ACP Muhammad Laham, the accident site was a straight road and the weather condition was good. The case is being investigated under Section 41, subsection 1 of the Road Transport Act 1987. The government is pushing to have more private sector investments in fibre deployment to achieve the national objective of increasing broadband speeds and lowering prices. Communications and Multimedia Minister Datuk Seri Dr. Saleh Tun Said Keruak said this step is vital towards driving digital economic growth to achieve nationwide broadband target by 2020. Datuk Sri Dr. Salih said that the government supports the move taken by Broadnet Networks Sdn Bhd, a private entity to leverage on existing fibre networks owned by parties such as Tenaga Nasional Berhad. He added that the company has the requisite licenses under the Communications and Multimedia Act 1998 and will use its own funds to commercially deploy fibre. The use of these fibre networks would be on a commercial and non-exclusive basis. Datuk Sri Dr. Salih said this after attending the Carnival Jualan Sentuhan Rakyat in Kota Belud, Sabah. Shah Alam Intech Education College graduate Wan Nur Mahfuda Wan Yusof, 21, made the country proud when she was announced as the World Prize winner for the Association of Chartered Certified Accountants ACCA financial reporting paper with a 95% mark. The third of 7 siblings who aspires to become an accounting lecturer said she was thankful to be able to prove that Malays could also master the field. Previously, the highest achievements reached by several Malaysians from 2015 until last year were as 2nd, 3rd and 6th ranking ACCA World Prize winners. Deputy Prime Minister Datuk Sri Dr. Ahmad Zahid Hamidi on his Twitter page expressed his pride towards her achievement and also congratulated her family. Wan Nur Mahfuda, who obtained 8A 1B result in SPM, had previously studied at the Polytech Mara College in Kuala Lumpur in accounting before continuing. In our top story today, tourists stranded and trapped in Langkawi cable car incident. Join us again at 7 tonight for more updates. Till then, I'm Mohana Priya. Thanks for watching.